In this video, I'm going to share with you a few pointers to shooting video with your phone. These tips can be applied no matter what you're shooting, whether you're on farm, shooting some awesome discovery, or just capturing the beauty in front of you. Today's tips, we're keeping it simple. We're not going to talk about what fancy gear to use. We're not going to talk about how to edit it all together. We're going to talk about using what you have to shoot a decent short video.
First, decide which orientation to record your video in. Most of the time you should be shooting landscape unless you're solely shooting for Instagram using vertical video. Presentations or YouTube videos that will be shown on a computer will look much better if your phone is turned sideways. Another thing to note is that the selfie camera or the front camera is the most convenient to use when you're recording yourself, but generally is going to record in a lower quality than the one on the back of your phone. A few things you can do to steady up your video is simply to stand still or lean against something to brace yourself. Walking shots will cause excessive shake, and if walking shots are required, don't forget what's happening on your screen. Make a conscious effort to ease your movements. Walk like you have a hot cup of coffee in your hand. Bend your knees and keep your arm movements separate from the rest of your body. Another way to steady up your video is to use a tripod or some other stand or mount. They make various mounts to secure your phone to different objects, and if you have it, go ahead and use it. I know it's not always convenient, but a little extra effort dramatically improves the shot. And lastly, for stable video, you can use a friend. Have somebody nearby hold the camera for you if you're showing off the subject as opposed to taking the camera with you. This lets you focus on what you're doing and not worry about getting the shot. Make sure you take lighting into consideration. Turn on the lights. The more light, the better in most circumstances. However, diffused light is best. Now, what does diffusion mean? Avoiding harsh light. This is why lamps have shades, to spread out the light evenly across the space. For example, shooting in a greenhouse is often great because it has diffused light. Another example is shooting in the shade rather than direct sun. If you or your subject is squinting, it's harsh light. Overcast days are ideal because the light is diffused. Shooting next to a window can work well, but don't have your back to the window, or that backlight behind the subject will give you a silhouette. Audio is really important in making a good video as well, so make sure you eliminate excess noise that you can. Shoot in a quiet environment. This may mean turning off fans and equipment, closing a door, closing a window, or asking others to hold their tongue while you are recording. If someone can't hear what you're saying, then it isn't going to help share your message. I want to mention framing. Keeping the subject centered in the frame and the blank space always ahead of the action. For example, if someone is talking, you want them to be facing the shot rather than looking out of the frame. Make sure you watch that headroom. You don't want too much or too little headroom. If you picture a grid or turn the grid setting on your phone, you want to keep the eyes on the upper line and the points of focus in the intersections of those lines. And lastly, keep it short and to the point. No one really wants to hear you ramble on for minutes about this or that and the other thing. Stay focused and boil down to the key things you want to share. It's better to have a few short clips than one long, drawn-out video.
So there you have it. If you take these couple key tips of keeping it to the point, keep it steady in a well-lit space, and keep it topic-centered, you'll have a video that people won't mind watching. So I hope that was helpful for you, and you picked up a couple pointers to shooting good video on your phone.